Good day. It's a beautiful day here. The sun is shining. It's a really beautiful day. Thank you. The tree here, I thought I'd do an update for the tree. If anybody can send positive energy, it would be lovely. Obviously to the whole planet, not just this one tree, but let's hope that she'll do well. I can't see any too much damage to her. I think she's doing okay, and she's kind of settled in just there, and the fence is holding her. And I don't know if I said before, but these other trees, that one there and that big one up there, and there's another one behind that, they're all holding underneath the ground together. You can see all the roots and things down there. They've actually done, really interesting is they've actually done some studies now that prove there is underneath the earth here is all connections. It's a network. It's a really complicated, vast network, and apparently you can't take one step without standing on the network. And that means that all of the trees are connected. Studies have shown that that these other trees actually they're connected to this tree. They're all the same tree. They might have come from the same family. And they've shared this space for a very, very long time. They're quite big trees. And underneath the ground, in a thing that we can't see, and a thing that we haven't been taught to see, which we need to look at, is that the other trees are sending their energy to this tree to help it, survive, because it's all about survival. So the trees that are stable and healthy, they will be doing all they can to help this tree here. And I'm thinking she's going to be okay. She'll might need to grow a different way now, but it'll still have an interesting shape in maybe 5-10 years. She'll look completely different and very happy, I'm sure. Some people have been kind enough to drop some soil off over here, so when somebody will come, I'm sure, and pack this in and brace her a bit better, so that we don't lose any more trees, because that's not cool. And you can see the water's died down, which is nice. It's not so that's Suki. It's not so not so scary with the water's gone down. Thank goodness for all these bits of concrete that have been put in here. They really make a big difference. So the kindness of people. I don't know if you can see this little fellow here. We've got in this water, there's fish, and there's blue claw yabbies or crayfish. I'm not too sure what they might be called, but there's a biosphere happening here. Maybe down the back can be where the water's running might be a little well, a big pond where these animals that have sprung out of nowhere might now intend to live. And this here is a little turtle. He was here yesterday, but he was up on the grass here, and we're going to move him, but I'd never picked up a turtle before, and I didn't go too well, and he fell down onto the dirt. Thankfully, my heart did jump for a second there, hoping I hadn't caused him any harm from my ignorance of how to handle a live turtle. I did come up and talk to him though. I did ask him for his permission and whatnot, and sent nice energies to him, of course, as you do when you approach any animal, tame or wild. Yeah, it's the energy we send. So when my wolf is on an errand, so of course I'm getting into mischief outside here, and I remember when he comes back, I need to try to remember to then I can hop down into this pit, I guess, whatever you would call this big hole. It can be there we go. It can be very like quicksand, what I would imagine quicksand to be like. It would just sink into the soil if it's too wet, even if there's grass there. But I definitely need to go down there and pick this little fellow up and move him, take him all the way down there where there's a big deep water thing, and the fishes are down there, and the crayfishes and the whatever's the life that's, and the ducks. We're walking along not long ago, so Miss Turtle, I will be back to collect you and take you to where the better water is, because it's a bit rough around here. I'm worried that's not the best spot. But we are here to help. So I hope you're having a beautiful, bright day. I understand there's just a whole lot of things going on all over the world at the moment that are really, really difficult and really hard, and we don't need to go into them because we know. And every day, every moment, I'm thinking positively, I'm sending kindness and love out into the world, and trying to bring my own vibration up so I can be brighter and share more love and more kindness. And I think that's all we can do, is to bring light to ourselves and then shine that around ourselves and have that beautiful ripple effect of love, kindness, freedom, prayers that it gets much better before it gets any worse. Have a beautiful day, an absolutely beautiful day. This is the present moment, and it's important to enjoy this moment. because this is all there really is this moment. And what we choose to do with it. Sometimes I think, you know, if my future self was to jump into my present self, what would my future self be feeling, and what would they think about what I'm thinking about or doing? I heard about there was a lady that went back to one of her past lives, and she said she was very irritated by the servants or something. So it kind of, I think about these things, and I don't want my future self to come into my present self and find an angry person or a judgmental person or anything. I want to find a beautiful, bright, shining self, a happy self that's doing the best we can with what we've got. And I think we've got a whole lot. And you're beautiful, and the world's just going to keep shining brighter and brighter. And all what's not needed will fade away, because the sun will shine in all the corners, and all the darkness will disappear. Have a beautiful day.